What's up, Internet? We are here in a lovely, lovely Friday night in the wonderful world of Animal Crossing. We have no room for things in our inventory, though. That's a bit of a problem. Let's see what we can do about that. Take this present. Throw that away. We'll just have to do this one at a time, I guess. I haven't done Mario yet. I'm going to have to do that later. But, unfortunately, we're just going to have to do that later because I've been too busy working on stuff. My brain kind of completely farted on what I planned on saying. Also, I just got a notification saying, okay. I'm reading the OBS settings. It says, consider turning down settings for faster something, something, something. Okay. So, encoding is overloaded. We will have to figure out what that means moving forward, preferably before I do Mario, but we'll find out, you know, when I get there. But I'm guessing that's probably hurting the frame rate a little bit. So I will see what that means when I get the chance. But just so I don't forget, because I've got the memory of a goldfish, I'm going to type this into Google real quick just so I remember. Okay, there we go. We're good. But yeah, if the frame rate is a bit weird, apparently the encoding is a bit messed up. So, knowing that, we are going to look for a fix once I've done this and try and have a better solution, you know, during the next chunk of this, which will be after. But I got some extra stuff I need to do, so hopefully I'll figure out the solution in between now and then. All it says is consider turning down settings, which is a bit ambiguous, but we'll figure it out. Or, at the very least, we'll attempt to. I'm curious about something. I can't do that right now. Okay. So noted, I can't modify anything right now. Because I would like to keep editing this stuff and tweaking OBS for the better streaming experience, I might make this a little bit short, because again, this is just sort of a time of adjustment, as I will affectionately call it. But we'll see what we can do to fix this moving forward. The problem is, though, I have two different devices equipped to record, and they've got kind of different settings and stuff, so I'm betting one of these is actually a decent setting for one of the devices, but terrible for the other, or at least it's getting closer to better on one, but terrible for the other. At least that's what I'm inclined to believe, but that's just me trying to brute force logic into the problem. And logic doesn't seem to like to be applied to everything nowadays. I've been trying to learn a little bit of a different language by applying logic that is relevant to the most backwards-ass language on the planet. That doesn't work so well. But to be fair, I went into it understanding that. But, you know, it doesn't seem like I'm running into too many issues on Twitch's end, at least as far as I can tell. So it's really just an error on OBS's end. But the error doesn't seem to be coming through as far as I can tell. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like, it's getting close to being a problem, but it's not actually yet. I have no idea. But we'll figure it out, or at least attempt to, moving forward. Like I said, I can always go back to the old way I've been streaming, which is certainly not ideal, but we're working on it. We're trying to make this a better, more comfortable viewing experience for all. Get rid of these. Alright. I can make more bells, but, you know, that's an okay amount of bells. And I think part of the reason yesterday was so stuttery was actually because of my having to render out my Super Nintendo video, which was actually using a good chunk of my CPU, but I'm not 100% on that. We will figure this out, or at least attempt to moving forward. Alright, let's throw this out. But that's me getting way too technical on a thing about Animal Crossing. What do we got here? A club shirt. I'll take that. I'd prefer a club sandwich, though. And a speed bag for when you really, really want to practice hitting things really fast. Except punching things is not a thing you can do in Animal Crossing, so it kind of defeats the purpose of having a speed bag. Unless, of course, you are playing good old Punch-Out. That is the one exception. Because after that, all you can do is, like, hold things kind of quick or smack things with a net. Or an axe, but you can't do that to other villagers. That would be a bit too violent for this game, I think. Is there treasure to be found? No. Just the same stupid pitfall that we already rescued the world from. Okay, Peaches. Ooh, there was some staticky audio. Interesting. Well, that's the kind of whole thing about this whole experience is, you know, you kind of have to just dial it in one attempt at a time and just change one thing, and if it's better, you keep it that way. If it's worse, you go back one. I know, Pearl. And I'm just going to have to keep doing that slowly but surely to make things better. Or just revert really back to when things weren't exactly going super well, but at least we could at least produce things without being told our encoding is overloaded. Ah, Tangy's not here. Okay, and I guess we go talk to Goldie. Alright. Goldie! Let's talk about quests. Is there anything I can do for you today? I can go talk to Caesar. Sure. Shall I ask him about salads while I'm at it? Perhaps the Roman Colosseum? Alright. Let's go find Caesar. There he is. I'm picking up. You gave it to Ace. Okay. I'll go deal with Ace then. Alright. Now Ace should be right around here. Oh, just villager check. Gotta make sure Pierce has not been replaced by Snake. I would be very sad. Because, I mean, someone's gonna get replaced by Snake at some point, or Snake will just leave. But it's... I gotta have Pierce in this village. He's my boy. Goldie is exceptionally mad at you. And specifically you, Ace. And you should feel bad about that. But it is also deserved. Alright, let's go talk to... Goldie! Goldie! Here, this is for you. Hey, special furniture just for me. That's tremendous. And it's an exotic bench. I do like the exotic series, so an exotic bench doesn't hurt my feelings any. And that's an exotic shirt. What's going on with you, Chow? Not much. Well, fair enough. Well, guess the next place we'll probably go talk to would be right around here. Talk to Cube. Take glasses to Goldie? Sure. That is something I can do for her. But not specifically you, Cube. Because first of all, you won't reward me for it. And second of all, I'm still not happy with you. For nondescript reasons that I can't quite remember because I've got the memory of a goldfish. But I do remember that I need to be mad at you and Tangy, so I will be. Goldie, I have something for you. Because I like you so much. Oh, these clothes will do just fine, thanks, Woof. What clothes did we get? spring shirt. Ah, new spring shirt. Except it's pink, as opposed to blue. So it's like a spring shirt, but it's slightly hotter. When I read hot spring shirt, I thought it would be like a bathrobe or something. You know, something you'd actually wear to hot springs. I know, because I've been to one and it was quite nice. Actually, it was really cool because it was a hot springs that had like a giant spring that like wrapped in it and like around a giant mineral cave. It was really cool to just explore. And super relaxing too. Which is nice because I don't get relaxed too often. I'm someone who is pretty much in a permanent state of anxiety. Which is not good. But unfortunately, it's something that's kind of beyond my control. Now, I believe someone's coming on the 29th. Yeah, Katrina. Wait, what? Oh, it's the 28th? Oh, right. I'm looking at the clock in the corner. It's like, it's the 29th. Oh, right. It was the 29th as of 8 minutes ago. But this world is 6 hours behind. And also, Katrina won't be around until 6 p.m. tomorrow. But tomorrow's Saturday, which is the day we kind of take off Animal Crossing. Because I've got too much more stuff to do, including working on a review of Animal Crossing that I've been trying to get out for months. I have had a lot of issue trying to figure out what exactly I want to say about this, because I know exactly what I want to say, but there are, like, just different angles which I could attack the problem, but I'm a little hesitant to pick one over the other. So I'm kind of trying to take a middle road approach to it. Flowers. You need to get off needing flowers, Ace, because I'm not giving you any. I need all the flowers for me. That's why I've got the world's greatest super garden. Spike. What's going on with you? Not much. That's okay. I think I saw Snake. Or maybe he left. I guess we didn't see Snake. Well, that's Ninja Bunny for you. Let's see if Gulliver's around. It is not looking like it. Okay. So, we're gonna go talk to our old pal Quetzal. Maybe he's got something for us to do. It's interesting, for all the problems that OBS is apparently having right now, I haven't dropped a frame yet. So there's that. That's a nice feeling, I guess. You're lying, Cookie. I don't like you anymore. I'm gonna go talk to Pierce. Maybe he'll give me something to do. And he won't lie about it. He doesn't. I like that he's not wearing a circus shirt. I don't like the color orange, but I mean, that shirt's still better than his default circus shirt, which I still think is like the worst. There's no one here. Alright, well, I guess we'll go buy some flowers. Go talk to Pearl. See if Gulliver's in our other town. Besides, like I said, I want to go work on some stuff, plus see if I can troubleshoot more problems with OBS, so I kind of figured this probably wouldn't be super long. Sell that and that. I'd like to have this nailed down very, very quickly, because again, I just like to try and make as quality a video as I possibly can, but also, you know, that new Animal Crossing is coming out, and I'm going to stream it, and I would like it to look as good as possible. So we gotta kind of nail this down. I'll take the Cosmos. Oh, we need to hit up the bank as well, just to deposit all of our many, many bells. I'll take that. Alright. Order, take us back home. I need to work on making OBS streams slightly better. and perhaps not be overloaded and freak out about encoding and stuff. And also I should probably learn how overloaded encoding actually affects quality, because I know it's not good. That's why there's a notification. But I'm not noticing too many issues. I'm noticing a little bit of, like, audio loss on my end for display purposes, but I think it's still being picked up. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Or at least we hope to. There's one or two things I can tweak right now without touching anything that might help. I'm just not sure if these settings affect recording as well as streaming, or if it's just streaming, because if it's just recording, or rather it's both, I can ultimately go in and sort of record small bits of stuff and see how the quality is, but if it affects only streaming, then the only way I can do this is to stream. Which is a bit more rigorous, given the fact that I like to do these for at least a little bit longer than like 30-second clips, just to test stuff. It was okay, Rover. Now leave me alone. I know people. Saying friends is a strong word, though. Alright, so our goal right now, plant some flowers, look for Gulliver, talk to Pearl, and deposit some money in the bank. We have a plan, let's execute on it. Let's not completely destroy all the flowers we're trying to plant. I think that would look kind of bad if we were to do so. Oh, I'm so excited about the new Animal Crossing, and it's only like 3 weeks away. Hooray! Circle dance for style points to show excitement, because I know my voice doesn't do excitement all that well. Unfortunately, this is just how my voice is. It does sound very tired and very bored, but you know, that's how it is. Hey, Vermilion. Sorry if this looks bad. I'm being told that my encoding is overloaded and stuff. I'm trying to make OBS display stuff better, so right now we're just kind of experimenting with settings for the next couple days. But excited about the new one. Well, that's good. I'm getting a message saying that encoding is overloaded. I know yesterday when I streamed Mario Maker, it kind of freaked out a whole bunch, but I was also working on my big Super Nintendo collection video as well, which, that's also how it's going. I just finished my big Super Nintendo video, so it should be working now, and I will probably put that up on Sunday on my channel, which I'm excited about, because that took like 3 weeks of all-nighters to get done. Although I am also terrified about July, because that's going to be PS2, and that's going to be about as long, if not longer. And I ran into a lot of issues just with the length of this video, because my recording, or my editing software just kind of panicked a little bit with my files. Bitrate, I think right now is set to 3500. I don't know if that's high or not. I just googled at one point what should my bitrate be, and they said that. But it's definitely a possibility. I know that a couple days ago I figured out how to take off forced 30 frames per second, which helped a little bit. But now that it's set to 60, it's kind of freaking out in other ways, so... About halfway. Alright. Oh, Wendell's gonna be over here. Not that one can predict a walrus. Yeah. The problem is, I'm not really sure what bitrate values actually end up equating to. That's the problem with looking up answers, is like, you get the answer, but you don't really get the information that works towards the answer. I'm trying to figure it all out on the other end. But I know, at least for Animal Crossing, I don't even think you need 60 frames per second, so I could probably dial that back down to 30, and it would probably look just the same, and probably wouldn't have as much issue, because I've never gotten this encoding overloaded statement. But I am completely baffled by OBS settings. I'm desperately trying to figure them out. But, yeah. Okay, high motion, higher bit rate. Alright. I can probably turn it up a little bit on the back end for next stream. I know I'm going to do Mario in a couple of hours, but I've got some other stuff I need to do between now and then. And I want to, again, just sort of try and troubleshoot the problem to make some other adjustments and see if something can work at least a little bit better. But, yeah, just trying to better understand OBS. I don't know what I use for encoding. I'm going to go into settings and find out. Let's see. Stream. Output. Encoder 642X. Yeah, I'm on X264. And I can imagine it is CPU heavy. During the stream, I've been jumping between like 85 and 60. Would, Okay, well, maybe we'll try swapping over to the other encoder for the next one. Granted, that implies I know more about GPUs and CPUs than I do. I'm hardly a computer expert. Again, I'm Googling how make stream better. Go. And only half finding answers. But, you know, it's a learning process. This is how you get better. Sort of. Well, that's the problem. I'm not sure how good my graphics card is. I think it was decent enough to run some pretty good games when I got it, which was like a year or two ago, so it might be good. It is a PC designed mostly for video editing, so it might actually be okay. We'll try setting up Mario in a couple hours with that then. I will try that next. Model. That implies that I actually know. I genuinely don't know. It would help if I did. I actually don't know, and I can't actually look at the box because it's currently crammed against a wall, and if I move it, the plug will get jiggled out. All I know is I got it at Best Buy during a Black Friday sale a couple years ago. And it was like a high-end PC that was on for super cheap, and it's like, oh, hey, I can actually afford that, and that would help. Can I? Alright, let's... I'm being taught how to use a computer for the first time. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Windows Update settings. I don't want to update things. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, if you want to give me my or your OBS settings in like a private message or something, that would be great, and I'll take a look. Okay, so we're under display. Display resolution. Let's see, desktop. Display settings. There we go. Yep, I'm here. Now I just gotta figure out projecting to PC. I've never understood this version of freaking Windows. Okay, advanced settings. Display. Remote desktop. Clipboard. Projecting to PC. Multitasking. Storage. Where is advanced settings? Ah, here it is. Advanced display settings. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Well, we've got a display. And then adapter properties for display 1, dynamic range, color, bit depth, refresh rates, resolutions. Display connected to NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060 3GB. Alright, let's talk about display adapter. Alright, chip type, GeForce GTX 1060 3GB. Integrated RAM DAC. Something. Available memory, dedicated memory. Yeah, that would be my graphics card. I'm not sure exactly how good that is, but it's what I've got. I wanted something that could play Black Desert Online and Roller Coaster Tycoon mostly. I finally have someone actually teaching me how to stream properly. That's a nice feeling. Well, I'm glad it's pretty good, because I can't afford to replace it if it ends up being obsolete in a few months. But it's what I've had for about a year or two. And it's only crashed 3 times. All of which when I was making my Super Nintendo video, because for some reason it completely broke all my drivers. That was interesting. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, I'm going to take a look at my settings. Okay, let's see what we got. That would be for streaming. That's not that. That would be that. Okay, let's see. Stream. Nope. Output. And of course, my window's in the way. Ugh. Okay, let's take a look. Or try to. Hold on, I can totally do this. I'll just make it a smaller window and move it beside the other thing. I actually know how to use a computer. Alright, let's see. And for streaming encoder, that's right. Alright, my output is a little bit higher, it looks like. I've got 920 by 1080. Bitrate is, yeah, yours is about double mine. Keyframe interval, mine is 0, yours is 2. CPU usage, very fast. Profile set to none, tune set to none, but otherwise it's pretty much a match. Twitch wants 2-second intervals, huh? Alright, I will change that. I don't know anything about that whole profile thing, though. Alright, I'm just going to print screen this, just so that I can apply it later in case something goes completely wrong. Open Photoshop. So that's what, yeah, I've got set to very fast. Okay. Oh, is profile what affects clarity? Because I've been trying to figure out profile or clarity issues for a while. I currently have nothing. It's set as none. So let's try main. Alright, I'll set it to main then, because currently it's just set to none. Okay. Let's see. Video, audio, output. I can't modify the rescale or that. I can affect bitrate though. So let's try this and set this to 6,000. Okay. Yeah, I've been struggling with clarity issues for a while, so if that affects clarity, that helps a lot. Okay. Yeah, my network connection might not be the greatest, though. I kind of knew that. I'll go to speed test and see what I've got. Speed test. Run a speed test. Alright, download speed is 196.9. Upload speed is significantly less. Upload speed is 7.82 and is considered very fast, apparently. So my upload speed's about half yours. Okay, well, 4K. I don't think I've got it set to 4K. Let's see. Video. Alright. That would be video settings. I do have that. Alright, our base and... yeah, our resolutions are completely different. My downscale filter is lens gross, sharpen scaling, and common FPS value is 60. That's what I managed to change last time because it was apparently stuck at 30. Yeah, the problem is I'm using this also to record on YouTube, so I kind of want to keep it at 1080 as well. Alright. Although, I think that recording and streaming are actually different. So you could probably set the stream values to different values and set the recording values to 1080, I think. Alright. Alright, I will lower the bitrate back then, if that's what you suggest, because you're the expert here. Apply that. Still getting an encoding overloaded error though. Okay. Unfortunately, the one or two things I could change about it, which would be like frame rate stuff, I can't actually modify while streaming. Like, that's the problem. If I could actually like modify all the properties while streaming, that would probably make this a little bit easier. Alright. Alright, I will give Nevenk a shot for the next time, because again I can't tweak this as it runs, but it's worth a shot, certainly. I do wish I could just modify all the settings while streaming, because half this stuff won't come up if you're just recording. Alright. Well, that's good to know. Alright, output will be about the same. I don't need to touch any of that. That seems okay. I know my downscaling filter is different than yours. I'm not sure if that affects all that much, though. And also, I can't tweak it while I'm streaming, unfortunately. Preset performance. Alright, let's take a look at that. Video output. That's under streaming tab. Under keyframe intervals. I don't have that setting on mine. I think I might be using an outdated version of this. Or something, because under keyframe intervals mine is just, it's CPU usage, but it doesn't have that feature. Ah, that's what changes if you have it. Okay. Well, now that I've got that clip, I can try your settings and we'll see about it. Alright, cool. Any other tips or suggestions while we are doing this for next time, which will probably be in about an hour or two? Okay. Well, I really definitely appreciate you giving me tips and suggestions, because I am stuck. I don't understand what any of this means. I'm just a guy who can record stuff and talk about stuff and, you know, hope people watch it, which doesn't happen too often. But if I can make stuff look at least a little better, that makes me feel a lot better about this. So I really do appreciate you helping me out like that. Alright, well, I think that's about where all those settings need to be, at least that I can change right now. And then I'll swap the encoder after. But everything else seems to be okay. There's so many things in the settings, like, I'm just terrified to even touch for fear of, like, just making everything just unwatchable and blow up terribly. Alright, I will take a look at that later too. Thank you. I think I've otherwise got it, but again, I really do appreciate you helping me out and just going through all this stuff with me. At least pointing me in the right direction of trying to make this work properly, as far as my equipment is concerned. Anyway, for those of you watching on YouTube, I'm sure this is pretty interesting, watching this on playback, because I don't stream on YouTube, but, you know, shoutouts to Vermilion, with 2 N's, for helping me figure out OBS settings. I'm sure this has been absolutely fascinating to watch on playback, but even if it hasn't, it's going to make it look better in the future, or at least that's the plan. And that, in turn, is going to be super, super useful, especially when the new Animal Crossing is, taken. I'm sure 1 N was taken. Anyway, I hope everyone out there enjoyed, and, you know, if you're hanging around Vermilion, I will be back in a couple hours with Mario Maker, because I didn't do that last night. I've been too busy working on Super Nintendo stuff, but, you know, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we do this every single night, as well as Mario Maker earlier during the evenings, but I was bogged down today. Check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel to see everything else I do, which is a lot of stuff, including a 3-hour-long Super Nintendo video that's going up this weekend on my entire collection. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so I can do what I do to the best of my abilities, which in this case is bumble around with OBS, trying to figure out exactly what the hell I'm doing, but thanks to Vermilion, I'm at least on the right track. And what the hell if he wants to go on my Discord? I think he's supported the show enough that he gets a pass. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next time, which, for those of you watching on Twitch, will be in probably about 2 hours or so. Anyway, peace out, Internet.